it's Mikey here, and today we're coming back with the AirPods Pro 3. Now, the reason for bringing this back is because Apple made an update, and there's been a lot of talk online. Is it better? Have they improved the sound quality and the mic quality? So they said that there were some updates to it. When I went through the patch notes, it looked like it was mostly for the AirPods Pro 2, and I didn't really see as much of the changes for Pro 3. But the thing is, the Pro 3 also has been changed, and I also had to listen to it a lot more. So I took my AirPods Pro 3, listened to a lot of the songs I listened to last time. So like, for example, some of the songs were like Forrest Frank. I listened to like Polyphia. I've listened to different like rap songs that I like. I've listened to some like classical music. Like I listened to I think Beethoven, and going through like a lot of different songs, just kind of see, where has it changed, or has it even changed at all? Because a lot of people are saying the bass has decreased, and then the peak and the highs or the treble, between like, I think it was the 6 to 8K, 6 to 8 kilohertz mark was going to be a bit reduced, and in terms of those peaks. So my experience of it so far in terms of the sound quality and everything is that it does feel better. So is the sound quality better? Even though there's no like real patch notes on saying that it's been better, it's become better. My experience it with the peaks specifically is a little bit better. Now, in terms of the bass, this is just currently like my perception of it is that the bass definitely has gone down a little bit. Now, do I think it's like significantly gone down? I think there's a little bit of like a give and take feel. The rumbling from the bass, I feel like has gotten a little better than before, but in terms of like the actual bass, where like the drums and the bass guitar sounds has kind of gone down. So it's a very weird trade-off kind of feel. You're missing a lot of like the bass booming from like this music, but then you have a little bit of like the rumbling that's gotten a little bit more. So that's currently my take of it. This is my personal feel of like the current changes. The peaks have gone a lot better. My ears aren't as feeling fatigued or having like the points where I'm like, oh man, like I can't listen to this anymore kind of feel. We're gonna have to go through the patch notes, and then let me show you guys kind of what the patch notes says from like the update notes from Apple, and then also kind of give you guys, is there been changes in terms of like even the mic? Because we did a mic test last time, which I'll put into this one, and then compare it with this new mic test as well. So let's go right into that. But please make sure to like and subscribe, as I'm really trying to build up this channel. So I went and did a little bit of research beforehand because I heard about the update and people were mentioning how it sounded a lot better than before. One of the things was looking at Aaron X Loud and Wireless, and how they were mentioning that the bass had decreased, and if you had it above 70% sound, then the bass would actually be improved and be even more, and then the peaks in the treble had actually decreased a little bit. But people in the comments as well, like in terms of Reddit, they were also saying that it sounds as much better than it used to be, and that they found the bass had actually decreased as well. So some people were complaining about the bass decrease, and then saying in general it sounds a lot better. So I was actually saying before that the bass does feel like it's kind of decreased, and it also feels like the rumbling has actually kind of increased compared to before, especially when I compare the same songs that I listened to previously. And I was kind of surprised about it, so I had to take a look at the notes. When we go into the notes, it doesn't really provide us a lot of information. So they just say they recently did an update with like bugs and fixes and like other improvements, but don't specify what those improvements are. So I went through like a bunch of notes to see like what updates really could have made the changes. And when we look into it, there isn't really that many things that mention the specific sound quality change. If we look here, we have the AirPods Pro 2 and the AirPods Pro 4 that recently got an update with the active noise cancellation. And then we have the whole iPad OS and iPhone with some changes for the AirPods. We have another firmware update down here that's mentioning the AirPods Pro 2, 3 in terms of like the communication, so mic recordings and how it's supposed to improve vocal texture and clarity. And we're going to be doing that test very soon, where we're going to test to see has the mic improved at all compared to previously. Now, I didn't use the camera app, but I'm using the voice memos and kind of giving you guys a hearing of the difference between the two. And
going down even further, right? So we went down to see, like, is there anything? So there's an AirPods Pro Max update, and that's just for the ultra low latency, but doesn't say anything in terms of like the AirPods Pro 3. And then even going further down, we have an AirPods Pro 2 update again, and even further down, more updates for the Pro 2 with the whole like low latency, specific for gaming and like the audio and mic updates, but nothing that says the Pro 3 has been updated. So it's interesting that it is a more of like a quiet update, but let's go into the home mic test.
We have mic test 1, 2 with the updated AirPods Pro 3, and this is in transparency mode. Now let's go switch over to noise cancellation mode. And this is the mic test 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's see if there's any changes and if it's been updated compared to previously when we also did the mic test. Mic check, mic check. This is going to be the AirPods Pro 3 mic test, and we're going to be doing right now with the transparency mode, but of course let's change with the noise cancellation mode on. And can you guys really hear any difference with the mic at all? Are you guys able to hear any of the sounds that I'm, touching stuff and moving things around with background noises? Mic check. So this is going to be the mic test with a bunch of background sound from like a cafe. And if you can really hear my voice, let's see if the noise cancellation is better and is able to actually catch the voice. I'm going to pause it for a moment. So this is going to be my mic test with background noise. I don't know if you guys can really hear the cafe background noise around me as I'm doing the mic test. So hopefully this noise cancellation mode really does help with that mic test.
So one of the things I noticed was the fact that the mic sound previously before the update was actually a lot louder, and then it got quieter in terms of after update. In terms of the noise cancellation for it, it doesn't seem like it's gotten that much of an improvement. So overall, do I think that it's gotten better? Yes. I think in total, most of the sound quality wise, I would say now, from what I said the last time, is not fully correct. I would not say that it's really bad compared to before and you should just skip this one. I think it's improved compared to before. And if they can really keep making these improvements with just updates, then the AirPods Pro 3 might be a decent grab instead of being a skip completely. Though you can still get like the live translation and stuff with the Pro 2s. I don't know how good they would be because I don't actually have the Pro 2s to be able to test that, but overall, it looks like they're making a lot of updates for this. I heard they're bringing in like Korean and some of these other languages like Japanese and I think Italian. So I'm really excited to see those updates because those are the ones I really want to try. Now, I would say, yeah, overall, go take a look at the AirPods Pro 3. Something you can definitely take a look at now. And I was wrong. I'm going to have to admit, I was wrong about the whole AirPods Pro 3 being really, really bad. I think definitely it's gotten a lot better. So please make sure to like and subscribe. Go catch the other videos I got, and I'll have to catch you guys next time.